Welcome back, connoisseurs of Cognac Corner. I'm your biggest fan, Marcus Onesimus Boston, MLB. I want to thank you for listening to the show. I urge you to follow the show on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, plus on Facebook at Cognac Corner. I beg of you to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MOBoston314 and Facebook at Marcus Onesimus Boston. Let me pour you a glass and enjoy the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I am still black, and everything in the world is as we left it.
I'm sure there are some differences, but for the
Yeah.
most part, in this
Yeah.
world, this micro.
I'm
Well,
definitely,
not
I'm definitely
exactly.
having some joy.
Everything is changing constantly. That's real life.
I love me some change.
That's real life.
Change turns me on.
That's you got the Buddha right there. That's the Buddhist.
And I got one over your shoulder.
Non-attachment. Remain equanimous.
Buddha in the Corner by Captain America.
Literally, everything is. It's incredible. Like that light looks like one light. There's light is going all the time, changing that flame. It's wild. Anyway.
I'm gonna put my shit away from off camera. I got a job to go to on Monday. I can't have this shit out in public.
Here you go.
Move out the way. Because that was a very caucasity moment you had. What in the light? What?
Like
That's a fluorescent.
the reason why you pay a light bill is because electricity is constantly moving through it. It's constantly changing. It's constantly bringing new light.
Thank you, Tesla.
Well, listen.
You're the best.
Sorry.
I want to give my yak and rec now.
Yeah.
So I am currently reading multiple books,
Tell me about 'em.
which makes my life so miserable. First book is The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene.
Okay.
Robert Greene also wrote 40 Laws of Power, Laws of Seduction, Rules of Seduction, which I might want to reread. Mastery, he wrote the 50th Law with 50 Cent. So I've read all his books. I have all his books.
Can you say that book again? What's it called?
Who?
The book?
The Laws of Human Nature.
Laws
Hold
of-
on. Wait, hold on right there. By chance, I have the actual. Cause I am a whole. I'm almost a whole adult. I actually buy books from Amazon. You know that Amazon
Wow.
also sells books because that's how I like it. Hit it hard from the back.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't know. Can't remember. So that is a book I'm reading, and I'm slowly getting through. Again, I had it on. I think I had it from the library first. But then I wasn't ready for it. But now I'm more prepared.
You gotta be ready for
And so I bought it.
You gotta be ready.
Yeah. Like the Mastery book, I probably didn't put none of those. 40 Laws of Power, I didn't put nothing into action because I couldn't always agree with the methods. My character didn't work well with those rules, but I respected it. And I read it from cover to cover. And those were the first three. And like, but that one, that's where I'm at right now. And like the best part, like I like tabbing it, like how I have it tabbed and highlighters. Like I love that shit.
Annotating it.
Yeah, I love that shit.
You've got the stuff you're highlighting.
That's the introduction. That book is 400 something pages.
I love books that like are just every single page is like I need a whole year with that page or something, you know, like really just dense. So that's cool.
Yeah, I like them thick, white and thick. How I like them. Don't tell me. I'm gonna edit that out. That was unnecessary. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Black women, I love you. I am so sorry. I'm trying to get over this cocaine. I promise. The Alchemist.
Great book. Great book.
You know why I enjoy that book even more? Because I had an actual historical connotation to the location, the setting of that book, when it being set in Moorish occupied Spain from 711 to 1492. So that character comes out of the best part of Europe when it was dope, when the black Muslims was kicking it. And I am obsessed with that story because, like, I knew something was wrong when I was like, okay, so we have Egypt, decline of Rome, the Dark Ages, in boom, there's the Renaissance. I'm like, boom, bitch. Like, no, there's a bridge between shitting in the streets and motherfucking Michelangelo painting and fucking Picasso, and like there's something missing in this story. How Italy and that shit just all of a sudden it's turned like I don't know what missing, but this ain't right. And I just got into like the Moors. Like, who the fuck is the Moors? I was like, are you shitting me?
I think that like, just we were talking about this right before we started recording of like not knowing what to trust, and you can't trust history. You can't trust because it's like who's writing it.
You gotta exactly. That's why
exactly.
That's why history, as much as I love it, it bothers me. Like I hate everything I watch. I was a white archaeologist interpreting Black history. I'd be like, okay, well, with the understanding where we started from, I can better interpret what I'm getting from you. I can give you your room for error because, and also I explain that too. Like with books, like you listen to these, you read these books of where we have to find the first white guys in Egypt digging up shit. Of course, he's not going to comprehend that Black people that are at that moment in time are treated as commodities, being these great people that built these pyramids are still fucking here. I always love how they talk about Egypt like it's like this separate thing. Motherfucker, Egypt's North Africa.
Right.
Talk to it like it's in Africa. They like Africa. Then there's Egypt. No. There's Africa. And then Egypt's in Africa. I be like, this is some bullshit. Why people want me to fight this? I just be like, man, it's some bullshit. I watched this one show called Mission. I gotta write it down. It's called. I did not write it down. I'm a dickhead. It's called Mysteries of the Abandoned. So it's like it's on the Science Channel, ran by Discovery. And they go around the world and they just sort of explain to you why this certain thing is abandoned and give you the history on like why this.
Oh, that's cool.
It's an amazing show. I'm addicted to it. Like I watch it. I've watched probably every episode.
Where do you watch it?
On Science Channel. It's a Discovery affiliate.
Going back to Rex. Anything science or history. I'm fucking about.
Yeah, the Science Channel. Like I have it through subscription through like having Charter. But like you can Disney Go or some shit, and they probably added in there some shit. Yeah. But it's Mysteries of the Abandoned. So like, it's so fascinating to think how what wars build in consideration of infrastructure. Because we're playing for life and death. Then once it's over, we just leave this shit. Like these, World War II, Cold War buildings built in Alaska or Crete and leprosy.
Just
and
like
we don't need it no more.
Off
Fuck
the map. Nobody knows about
it's just there. Like why is this shit? Why is this big ass radio?
It's like, don't tell me there's not money. There's fucking money hemorrhaging out of places. And this is where it's like, I wish. So background of me, I studied math, taught math, scientifically focused, whatever. Number sense in money. $1 billion is is 1,000 millions. 1,000 millions. You could have $800 million and still need $200 million to make $1 billion. And the amount of white billionaires that are just silently amassing this incredible amount, it's like, and like the government has so many, like, just hemorrhaging billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. It's like, don't fucking tell me that we don't have money for our schools, for our Black and brown communities. Don't tell me that we don't have schools to eradicate these money to eradicate these problems. It's like, there is so much wealth in this world, and it's just this white supremacist capitalism that is destroying.
I don't think people know how bad Nixon was. When Nixon in the 70s, we always think about Nixon is like, Watergate and how he sort of left office, but what he did legislation-wise and policy-wise when he was there set the stage for everything we're going through now. With once he took gold off the dollar, that's what allows us to say, all right, I'll print off $2 trillion. You know why? It ain't real. We ain't gonna print this shit off. We just don't put.
It's just a form of energy.
Is it? It's a thought. It's a thought. Everything's a thought.
And this is where it's like there's so much the idea of lack and like, am I enoughness? Do I have enough?
Scarcity and abundance.
Yeah.
You gotta pick a side.
Yeah, which do you choose?
I pick abundance all day.
What
I don't
do
get stressed out.
you
It's plenty of everything.
So much of everything. And it's like, oh my
You're
god.
not gonna take over my Yak and Rex in
Yeah,
a minute.
please. I'm like, let me stop because
Alchemist, great book. Next book,
Oh
White
yeah.
Trash: The 400 Years of Untold History of
Mm,
Class in America.
okay. You got that one too? Thank you.
From the library, whenever they open back up,
I
I'll get
love the library. Which library you go to?
city and county. I know you turned down. Relax. You're on camera. You're adult. Don't show them how you feel about me.
You had the setup like you knew I'd be in the library.
No, I just this is what I carry around. This is my life. This is just where I'm at in my life. This is what I either
Let's see what you tab.
now I'm buying books now because I realize like okay I probably should start buying these shits. Like I've been holding on to books for months. I've had that book for months, but I rotate books. So like I keep certain books in my bag. So when I make time in my day to read, I rotate through different information. So like I was mostly reading. I read my next book. That's a good one too. I need to get back in more than that one. The Richest Man in Babylon is another book that I'm reading.
Okay.
It's an easy read. Like for me, I know me it's me having. I gotta work on my interpretation of money, like real money. Like it's just stupid shit.
Mean?
Like I do stupid shit with money. Like why am I just doing stupid shit? Or
what's stupid shit?
What's my focus? Is my focus to build a podcast network and thus forth, or is my money better off at being around people doing things I'm not happy about? Like it's just little things. Just like why am I in this drive through again? Why? Why? Yes, why? That's kind of shit. That's not what I need. You know, so like little things. Like why am I here? Why am I at this bar looking cute? I should be at home somewhere, soaking my feet.
Looking cute there. Well,
I smell like me. I should go home and just take a shower, take my ass to bed. I'm out.
You know, I money, like you said, is really made up, but it is also very real in the sense
it's a tool.
It's a tool. It's an exchange of energy. That's how I think of it. Like, your time and labor is a or whatever, and then that's a energetic exchange, and then payment is a way that can happen there, or you make me this food and whatever. All of the energetic exchanges.
A vehicle of gratitude.
And so exactly. And I think that it's just about where do you want to put your energy. So if you want to put it in the drive-through Taco Bell, I think that's but if you don't want that, then that's you're putting an energy in something that you don't want, which is that's then the conversation.
Yeah, I have to figure out. I know I have to figure out how to change that. If I want to do what I want to do, I want to get things I want to get done. If I want the confidence that I get from getting shit done.
Do you believe that you deserve it?
I have to. No, that's why I have to find ways to get to that point.
That's why I do what I do, is because I think that at so many the root of so many things is this feeling of unworthiness and not enoughness, and I don't deserve it and whatever. And it's like, it seems all like drive through at Taco Bell, that seems unrelated to my self-worth. And then when you look down at it, it's like, oh shit. Right? Like it's, why are you looking at me like that? You're like, what, how did I get here? My mama told me. Listen, you invited me. I tried to say no. I said no, I think.
My mama told me. I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say this. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. The other book I've been reading. I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
The Richest Man in Babylon. That's about the money book. The show that I was watching on Netflix was They Gotta Have Us. So it was a documentary of sorts, or a short about Black filmmaking and the path of how you're seeing more Black films at a blockbuster level. So you had like rest in peace to John Singleton, was on there, and a lot of the Black cinematic giants and up and coming giants explaining their road to breaking into Hollywood. and it was like a deep dive. Like I had to find it. Like I had to really dig and say, oh, what is this? It just wasn't like the rest of the bullshit they push on you now. Netflix ain't really got an attitude. They aggressive.
With what?
Pushing shit I don't want to watch. Like, motherfucker, I don't want to know all this shit.
You mean the start of like the sound that comes on and you're like, what the fuck? I didn't want to watch this preview. Is that what you mean?
All of it. I'd be like, hey, let me find my shit. What
boundaries?
I don't give a fuck. Boundaries. Yeah, like I said, there's a difference between walls and boundaries.
We've talked about this. Yeah.
You know, I have boundaries, but boundaries ain't nothing but a fucking door. Like, there's no walls and there's no doors and walls. You're just surrounded around with a wall. How you get in? I don't know. Like, over to the shit, whatever. Boundaries is a door. Say, I want you to come in, but bitch, please. I gotta wind you and shit. Come on, motherfucker. Ain't let everybody in this motherfucker. You know, everybody always. It's not the door down there, sir.
So what are some of your boundaries that are like non-negotiables with people?
At this point, man, it's a struggle. Figuring out where I want to start my boundaries, because, like, I mean, I was white girl heavy for a long ass time. I was the dope boy. I was Pablo. My mama just knew I was coming home one day with a mixed baby. She just knew. Cause I was in these streets. I had a run. I had a Hall of Fame couple years.
With your weekend and your weekday ringtones. Those days?
I think
that was before.
That was the lead up. Okay. When it changed, when it picked up when I didn't have a car and I was just working and had an apartment. It was pretty good then. I had some Hall of Fame was in that run. When I got a car, that's when I would travel. That's when I became a traveling doctor.
What was your radius? How far did you have?
They call me Manchester Marcus.
You would go to 141? You go to Manchester? For some pussy, was it that good? Oh. All right. You've since now the whites come to you. You set your boundaries.
I have shout out to S. Dot and Free. They named me. I have them on a podcast and they named me Manchester Marcus because I have a extensive resume of conquering a lot of white Caucasus mountains. I was it wasn't. It just I didn't. It chose me. I didn't choose the game. I wanted to stay home with my sisters. I wanted to never leave.
Did you?
But it left me no choice.
It's going back. It seems like there's something missing. Like
Dark Ages, Renaissance. Hey,
can you fill me in on some history because I think I'm missing a couple months at least.
Ooh, man, how did we get here, guys? Man, okay, so in high school, middle school, high school, I went to a very small district toward the middle school. Brentwood.
You went to Brentwood?
Oh, shit.
Do you want to know where I went?
No, Maplewood.
Yeah, I sure
did. Of course you did.
This
has been Cognac Corner. This shit's over with. I will not have time with a blue devil. I don't know. I'm like, I've done things in my life. I will not do this no more.
Goodness.
This will never see light of day.
Wow, we should have led with that. All right, so tell me more about your experience at Brentwood. Were you part of the D-Side program?
Correct. But I lived in Central West End, so I was the last get picked up in the morning because I was closest to Brentwood, and the first dropped off in the afternoon if I didn't play sports. So with that location, most of the kids on the bus was not getting off of my stop. So once I got off, I was the only person on my stop that went to my school, but that stop was used by multiple schools though. So like my friends didn't live in my neighborhood. Like I don't live on the block I live in a nice neighborhood, but it wasn't the black block of the neighborhood. I had to walk blocks to hang with my black friends. I went to Cleveland High School, a city school. So we had a connection from the neighborhood and like doing stuff in the neighborhood. We got, I live over here, you live over there, cool, we be friends, but like we didn't have the extra the bonding time. We had the bullshit time. We outside, can't go inside, play video game, but we didn't have those moments where they're still hanging out and doing watermark shit of growing where I'm at home at the house. I'm at home by 9. Y'all doing fuck shit at 11:30. Y'all finger banging and the other shit. I don't know what's going on. I'm at the house.
Well, I think that we talked earlier about how just the nuances and complexities of like even just that. There's like your experience is going to be different than another black man's experience, and it's just wild. So wow, okay, cool.
And I was in Brentwood, and I'm a big guy, but I can fit in anywhere. I'm fly. I'm the baddest bitch at the ball if no one agrees with me.
Okay.
So I was moving like I don't give a fuck. So I would never like, oh, that's a fat kid. Nah, bitch. What you want to do? My drip wetter than all you motherfuckers. Leave me alone.
What, you don't have like a picture of you in high school offhand?
Girl, I do, but we do
Let
this
me see
after
that drip. I want to see it.
We're not gonna do this on. I gotta find this. I don't live in the past like I used to.
Okay.
It's on my gram.
All right.
I'll show you after the show. We have some time to go through it.
Okay.
So I was always good, but like, if I wanted the black girl on my bus, she wanted to fuck the nigga from Vashon with a car. But Megan and Lindsay was like, hey, we'll drop you. We'll take you home later if you want to come over to the house and hang out after school. I'm like, fuck yeah, I go over to Megan and Lindsay house. Oh, yeah. And her parents was the mayor. Her parents was the mayor, and her mom like worked in the neighborhood. So like, I'm hanging with royalty in Brentwood during this time. Wow. Plus, my other best friend, the dad was a lawyer. Mom was sort of a hippie. Other white friend was like the coolest white black guy ever. Like this, if he's black everything but his skin. You know what I'm saying? Like George's drip, like he was the guy. He was smooth as a motherfucker. Talk and hoop. I said, I hate this motherfucker, man. He my guy to this day. I won't say his name, but I'm still mad I lost to his ass for best dress because he was white. It wasn't. We dressed the same.
Hold on.
Competitive.
Hold on, just 1 second. 1 second. I need to let what you just described, that picture, set in with as a white person. So just taking that in.
Please open it up.
Okay.
You want some more?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just have some of this.
It's
She finna cape for this motherfucker. I want to see this cape happen. I want to see her cape for this.
I'm just gathering a couple.
Say what you feel and feel what you say.
Couple things, couple phrases. I would say. I wish white America respected and loved black people as much as they do their culture, as black culture.
I say this with my friend, like some white women love the fun, but don't want to hang around for the struggle. Been there, done that.
I don't even. It's still processing. Can you? What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he won best dress. That's soup. Like there's just.
What's the confusion?
Let me just take a second because
Okay,
I can feel my body like.
I'm eating another one of these. Well,
just the that's just the epitome. That's just like of hundreds of years of raping and stealing culture and using it for your own profit and good. Literally, like just on a microcosm scale, like that example is.
American culture is black culture.
Can you say more?
That's pretty much to say it all. But if you say if globally the world follows whatever America find what America is, America is the best market. It's the best marketing machine ever best in life, best in human life. I think the American marketing of the dream and opportunity and that kind of like energy to the world, and other people from other countries buy into it and come here and do what they do and and not ever own the debt and just show you all the good shit, but don't show you the fine print of what this shit really is amazing. I think Rome was more aggressive. They didn't do much in the market. We just come in and fuck you up. But like when it comes to the next level of marketing, what you can come here and do, and then spread that bullshit to the world, like, hey, we come do some of this democracy. Bitch, we was actually okay being fucked up. Like The problem's when you got here, bitch. We don't need that shit. But my point is, damn girl, where was I going with that? Damn, where'd you take me down? I know I said black culture is American culture.
We were talking about this Brentwood kid who won Best Dress.
Right. That's my guy. When I say Best Dress, like black culture has a value system to appearance. So that's how we get to get some joy under the rules we live by. So his dressing wasn't him being someone he's not. He's still that way now. That's my guy. I see him all the time. That's my guy the long way. About all people I talk to from high school, he's one of the three. And might be one of the two I talk to most often. So to lose to anybody, what's to be to him, because we have the same taste in clothes.
You're fine with it. But
I know who voted. So if everything was, let's say, if it was versed, and I knew people in the voting gallery,
you know in your heart that you actually are Best Dressed.
Oh, absolutely! I was killer. I had Gucci forces. I had Gucci forces. I had Louis Vuitton forces.
I think that's a really beautiful attitude to have, is to recognize like the system is set up bullshitly, and to just really honor your own excellence, and that's like regardless of what people say about it, what society says about it. That's when you said like American society is black society.
No, society and culture is two different things. But
culture.
Black culture is American culture, and that's what we try to. I mean, that's what happened on the other side of Conquer. Is that you bring your culture there. You know what I'm saying? That's now people that you've conquered had to choose to assimilate or find a way to keep their culture in midst of the dominant culture.
Right.
And then that's the game of civilization.
Right.
God, I love books. Girl, what was I saying? But that's my guy. So Brentwood, how I got into the white girls. All right, that's where we're going with this.
Bring it back.
So fuck it then. I'm gonna go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. I wanted to stay home. Home didn't want to stay with me. But the other side said, come on in, get you something to eat. Relax. I said, oh shit. I said, good look at I said, oh my God. What is this? And I come from a very enjoyable and pleasant home, but I was like, I don't get this kind of service though. Like I got some nice shit at home, but this service is different. Oh, I can drive your mom in the car. Don't worry about it. Oh shit. We can have all this. Oh, right. But I appreciated it. Now, I didn't score in high school. I still wasn't there. I wasn't able to turn that corner. I didn't turn that corner into MySpace. But
the original sliding into the DMs. I don't even remember how you communicated on MySpace. Posted on the wall. I don't know how it worked. I don't even remember. But
maybe messages, personal messages.
All I remember is like the top friends. Like that was like always the talk. You know,
Black Planet, all that shit. And so that's why I just came. Now I'm the go-between. So like I'm best friends, a close friend with all the baddest white girls in the school. Plus I'm still playing sports, so I am a commodity. For you to get it here, you gotta go through me. But at no point I was still trying to score at home. So I was probably shooting baskets at a backboard with no fucking hoop. I'm not trying to score. Ain't nothing to count the points to. Now come to the end of high school. I still got my car. But I got people that will pick me up and take me to where I gotta go, in style and everything in between. I'm a hot commodity. I ended up being friends with a guy that had parents with resources. I enjoy those resources. Didn't abuse them, but I enjoyed them. And now we rolling through West County. He has the resources. I have the entertainment. All right, so here we are. Running through Baldwin. Now, I ain't cashed in yet, but I'm practicing. I'm all right. Hey, third base, slide safe. Not ready yet. I'm just going ahead and what they say is true. Moving forward, MySpace happens, and it wasn't like I didn't want to go home. I didn't know how to get there. I learned how to ski. I didn't know how to run. Two different sports, two different skill sets.
Very different sports. Very
absolutely
different skill sets.
Everybody can't be Everybody can't be Deion Sanders. Everybody can't be Michael Jordan. Everybody can't play two sports.
Oh.
With respect, you can play them and shit on them, yeah. But if you want to respect both, it takes time. And like I didn't start jacking off till 19. I didn't have sex till 21. So like I was developed in my thought process before I even touched that shit. That shit is crazy. I can't imagine. I've had people on the show that had sex at 9, 13. I said, oh my God. I can't imagine.
That's young. Well, I mean, that's a judgment, but that's earlier than I had it.
It's just a lot. Like, I can't. That's a hell of a drug to think to now have at such an age that you can't even put the thoughts together to say, I know what feels good though.
Right.
So now I'm going to find all the tools around me, good or bad, to get me back to this promised land. You can't let me. I got to go back here. And here we go with life as we know it. Now all your life is built around is getting back there and not knowing why, not knowing. Now it can go so many different ways, and now we have a talent and multiple lives change over not understanding. There's consequences, or there's an exchange here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit, but I started so fucking late. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm so into my head. Like, only time I was not in my head how I am now is probably between 2012 to about maybe 15, 14-ish. I was Barry Bonds out during them years. Shit.
Good for you. I'm glad for you with that.
I wish I had done more.
Yeah.
But
there's still time.
I knew I had no. Past it. I gotta go
We're
forward. Can't go back.
Okay.
That's why I cashed in as much as I did during that time, because I know I had to get it out of my system, so I know I'm not missing nothing.
Okay.
You need to go through that. Everybody can have that version of their whole stage.
Exploration, yeah. Figuring out what like I keep going back to this world pleasure, like figuring out what you like, figuring out what you want, figure out all these themes are coming up. Boundaries, fucking.
I didn't figure that shit out during then, but I was just doing a lot.
Right. But you're like, I think that there's value to exploring sexually and exploring like.
I didn't explore I didn't explore. I was just doing a lot.
Okay. You were running the trials, but you weren't collecting the data.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the paperwork, you just all just injections, just all injections.
I respect that too.
All injections, no data, just giving injections.
Okay.
Giving injections. You are a dirty man. I'm sorry.
You didn't finish. You started talking about Babylon, a book, but
which one?
I don't think you ever fully finished it.
Think about The Richest Man in Babylon is a story that helps you understand how to make your money work for you. Well, so it's an easy read. It's not very thick. Hold on, please.
Not very thick. That's not your type.
It's little and thick. It's baby thick. It's slim thick.
I like.
And it's an easy read. I wish it was like. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's an easy read. Good story. I don't like how he uses these, these, and like.
Those are tough to read. Like.
Yeah, it has a very.
It's probably written like. Do you know what year it was written?
I want to say in the 70s, because it's like 30 years old.
Okay. Really? And it's using that language?
Yeah, but no, the story is set around like Babylon. So Babylon was that ancient type of interpretation of using Sanskrit was the
1926 is the first copyright.
Okay, well I just lied.
Yeah, that's more on point for the there and now. Yeah, that's better for the there and now. All right.
So he uses that. So they got to think to what the equivalent to what they say means. Like, okay. So you say it's like 8. Say if you spend 9/10 of your purse, it means like save 1/10 of your earnings. Mm-hmm. But they say they say it like that. It's like so as you stack 1/8 of your earnings, your purse till come to swelling. And I was like,
I'm either reading or I'm doing calculus, but I'm not doing both.
Yeah, it's I mean, yeah, it's a decent story. It's Babylon. Like Babylon's pretty important. Sort of interesting. But historically, Babylon was pretty an important part of a lot of
I like
things.
your different colors.
Oh yeah, I got all the highlighters. Highlight game is strong.
Oh wow, you even have green on this page.
Oh yeah,
wow, you really have the whole rainbow. I like it. Separate ones or ones
I
with
am
like you have the like star one that it's like more of like a palm highlighter. You hold it in your palm. You know the one I'm talking about with all the. Okay, so separate highlighters.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not psychopath. I use these shits. Yeah, I need to get some new ones. They're actually running out. I need to get some new ones.
I like highlighters a lot.
Yeah,
they like brighten the space up. You know.
Yeah, because like some books like think like as a man thinketh, positive thinking. I like to just open a book and see where I land, and let that be what I should hold on to. Anywho, where are we going with this? So that's that. Just a good book. If you need a ideal or theological approach to money.
This is the page I turn. Ready? In the strength of thine own desires is a magic power. That's fucking real. That's real talk. This is what we were just talking about. What do you want? It's the most. I think asking yourself what do you want is one of the most sacred, divine, godly questions that you can ask of both yourself and others.
Man, question I hate asking.
What?
What do you want?
To yourself or to others or both?
Mostly just me. Well, there
you go.
That's what you opened the book. I haven't got to that page yet.
That was just for you then.
My bookmark's in there. I know what page I'm supposed to pick up.
You probably weren't ready for it. You're going to come to it and be like, damn.
How was that in that fucking book? That's not the book.
Are you ready to hear it again then? I'll read it again. In the strength of thine own desires is a magic power. Boom. Where's that sound effect?
Oh, I'm sorry. You got it. Cue up the. I'm sorry. I'm getting my feelings.
Listen, I'm telling you. Amen to that shit. I truly believe that if you just follow your really like solid what do you want and recognize that you deserve to have it and then go for it, that's all you gotta do. Really. Why are you looking at me like that?
I was thinking she sure got a pretty mouth. That is too funny. That is too funny. I deeply apologize. I'm
trying to preach here.
Like, that team's so pretty. I was hearing you, but I wasn't listening.
Anyway.
I heard you, but I was not listening. I was listening and I heard you.
In the strength of thine own desires.
It's magic. It's magic and wanting. It's magic and wanting.
What do you want? And then go from there.
I want to be very well read. I'm trying to prepare to move. So like I want to have I want a fire ass library. Like I have wants, but I want my want to be helpful to other people.
You like to have it in the physical. Like you're not about ebooks or like
like I see so many screens with editing podcasts and shit and work too. To where like I have a couple iPads. I use that one, but I use the other one to read, and I bought the second one to read. But like I see so many screens with always doing editing. I do 4 podcasts, so I'm always spending time editing, looking at screens, plus screens at work because I'm watching shit. So like I've really leaned into every book I had on my Kindle. I bought. So like I have to. I get so much pleasure from reading and listening to jazz, but I find all the reasons not to give myself that time. And I'm like, I want to watch this other thing. I want to watch that. I'm like, no, what gives you pleasure, what you feel better when it's over is reading my books and listening to my jazz playlist and then exorbitant. But like, I do everything I can to not do it. And I carry around books I don't read. Like, why you carry these fucking books? Because I might. I was like, because you might. But I like being in a barbershop because, be in a barbershop for hours easily.
Can you talk to me about barbershop culture and like what that experience
is? Which one, no,
is?
boo? Tell me more. Shoot it.
Well, just like, I mean, that's that's not in my experience. And I know that that's a, hair in the Black community is a big deal, and there's a lot of time spent there, and there's bonds made, and I just am curious about it.
It's appearance. We've always from everyone care. I mean, you can look at what everyone start at the African line. Appearance has always been valuable in our culture. That's a culture of appearance we always valued. Here it's even accelerated because that's the only place where we can be amongst us and have that's our safe place in theory. Because at work it's diverse now and like la 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 la. Like at a beauty shop, at a barbershop, it's the most recurring opportunity to be around people you don't have to explain things to. Everyone on most part gonna be up the code. So as much as the barbershop here it can be more efficient. Like sometimes you don't want to spend 2 hours for a haircut, it'll take 20 minutes. But you enjoy the conversation and all the other fuckery that happen in the barbershop. Somebody coming selling plates, DVDs, Jabot jeans, you know what I'm saying? Like talking about sports and bullshit like that means something when you maybe don't have that much male energy in your life. Or you don't have, this enough. So like I've gone to my barbershops for so long. I've had all my barbers on my podcast. I can call ahead like, hey, how many heads you got? So I know where your time's at. You know what I'm saying? And like, I've been to his wedding, all that kind of shit.
Well, so is it like you want to spend as little time there, or is it like, are you going early to hang out and hanging out?
No, I'm going there to get a haircut, but like,
yeah,
some days I have time to just budget to say I'm gonna be here for a while. Fuck it.
Okay.
Other days I'm like, okay, fuck, I need to get in and get out.
So it's a place that you would choose to hang out if you had extra time.
Yeah, I fuck everybody in the barbershop. Yeah, like I go and get my dreads redone and get a cut. That's an easy 2 hours. So my beautician and my barber, two separate people got to pay to get a look together, and that's okay because I'm gonna enjoy my time with these people. I'm gonna see them again in 2-3 weeks, or if I need to, which I need to go because I should have went last week. Should went on whatever day I didn't, being lazy. I'm not sharp. It's horrible, but my photographer's not here, so it's fine. But yeah, like I usually go every week. I go a haircut 1 week, a line another week. So other days it's 20, other weeks is 30. I mean, what I'm gonna do? And the loyalty you have to a barber is nothing compared to. It's not like white people go to anybody and get the same fucking haircut. I can't go to anybody. Yeah. This is a relationship I had in my life with another man. It's my barber. I might go to the second professional barber in there. I like him too. He's good, but like Marlo is my number one. If he's not there, I'll go to Trey. But Marlo's my guy. And this is what it is. Like I've been with him since I had my dreads the first time in my 20s. And even me growing it back now, it's like, yeah, still my barber. He cut him off, and he saw him come back. So I've been with him for almost 15 years.
He's gone through the whole cycle.
The whole cycle.
Now we're doing another lap with him.
The whole cycle.
That's pretty cool.
The whole cycle. It's just what it is. Like when you find a barber you like, you follow that barber. You just it's home now, and it's great. It's what it is. Like it's just like I can go in, talk bullshit, listen to bullshit. I can be. This is my safe space. Even when the police come in and we might be doing other shit, the police, hey, look out there. It's just a safe space.
I think that's a really powerful. Let's just like that. Thank you for sharing that. I think I like more of those types of places, and just like that's I feel.
And it's generation, like the son, the dad gonna bring his kids to the barbershop. Now my nephew, cousins come here, and like they still like there's a way business wise they can be more efficient. They can have credit card, they can schedule order, make appointments, but like it's still cash. First come, first serve. You have advantage if you know the barber. You can call and say, hey, how many heads you got, but like it's still first come, first serve. It's still cash. Like they don't have no online presence. All their customers are customers that've been with them for years. You might get a walk in here and there, but like overall, it's just we here.
That's incredible. That's really cool.
It's very tribal. Like this is us. We here. We in the building, bitch.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Mm-hmm.
So when's your next hair appointment? When are you going to the
Girl,
barbershop
I'm thinking about tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay, soon.
Because if I don't
Do
get
they know you're coming?
Well, he opens up at 6 in the morning. If I don't get there early, I'm gonna be there all day. So it's like, if I don't go tomorrow, I may
They open at 6 in the morning
on Saturdays. Yeah, they open from 6 to 5 on Saturdays.
What's the longest you've ever spent getting your hair done or being in the barber shop?
Probably 4 hours.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably with the wait and getting the hair done. I mean, I've had time I waited like 2 hours. Like, goddamn.
Do you know of any like in the barbershop it's only men?
No, this barbershop has 4 barbers and 1 beautician that does cut hair.
Okay.
So you will see women come in with their sons. You'll see women come in for the beautician, but it's predominantly male.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And she holds her own shit, so she ain't no motherfucking army pit with wolves. You know what I'm saying? She holds her own shit.
So how many people does the beautician see a day?
I mean she has more of an appointment setting.
Okay.
More than like her shit's more like she has a clientele that has appointments with her. Like men, I know I've seen tons of men come in and wait for her. So she has her own clientele where she does a lot more women than men, but she has men that will say, "Hey, I'm coming to shop on this day," and she'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll call her and say, "Okay, what do you have for Wednesday at 11?" She'll be like, "I got you. Cool. I'll come in at 11." And be like, "Cool, Marlo, my barber. Like I'm coming in at 11. If you're there, I want to get it my cut because I look nuts. Like when I get my hair, like my locks locked up, but out of haircut, it looks all crazy. This is spanking new, fro on the side, beard looking crazy. It's crazy. But when I leave, though, I'm like, ooh, I wish I was a thotty because I will be on the gram right now. But I'm just gonna go back to my life.
But we're past those days.
Man, my Instagram,
new Marcus, new era.
When I had no direction, boy, my Instagram was nasty. My Instagram was offensive. It was out here.
What'd you put on there?
I'd be like,
what's the most offensive thing you
I'd
put
be
on
like,
there?
White Girl Wednesday. It was just sexually inappropriate. It was inappropriate. Like White Girl Wednesday and Instagram After Dark. It was just all kind of shit I wasn't doing, but it looked great. It was aspirational.
So this was after the ringtone days.
Right, it was after the ringtone days. After ringtone, Instagram,
that has a very similar vibe to it for some reason to me.
When I got an iPhone, game over.
Okay.
So all my fake naughty came out after when iPhones came out. I had like iPhone 3, and that was it for me. I got off the Razor and got the iPhone. I had the Razor in all the colors. I mean, when I got the Razor, I was out of here. Somebody tell me shit.
Flip it open.
Hell yeah.
I would flip it open too hard that it would restart.
Damn. Strong ass hands.
I do have strong hands.
Strong ass dick beaters. Goddamn. Give it a rest. Rock breaker.
The Razor I really liked the Razor. Mm-hmm. Hello, Moto. Mm-hmm. So fun.
I was out here.
Did you ever one of those like slide phones?
Sidekick,
phones?
Absolutely.
Is that what they're called?
Sidekicks.
BlackBerry had one of those?
No, I didn't.
Little ball.
I wanted a Trio and a BlackBerry, but I didn't get it.
That little ball felt so good on the thumb. Talking about touching things.
See, this is a family show. We're not gonna have this here. Kidding. No, I didn't. I had the Motorola flip. Then it was iPhone. Changed my life because I remember. Oh, this is go back to the porn. It's not about me. So we're gonna get into some more personal questions. Are you ready?
Am I?
Girl, these motherfucking chocolates make me feel like I can do anything. I can do anything. That's all my. Oh, so finish out the yak and wreck. Things I was watching was They Gotta Have Us on Netflix. History 101 on Netflix, which is new. This came out. It's like 30, like maybe an hour, like 40-minute episodes, like about fast food. who gives you a very good historical context of fast food, the space race with us and Russia. I don't think people understand how close Hitler won. Like Hitler, like World War II was like that. Like think about the world's at war. The world. This is Game of Thrones. Like the world has been a Game of Thrones twice.
That's a good way to think of it. Who are the zombies? Who are the night bugs? What are they called again?
Shit.
Game of Thrones just went downhill so quick. It was so unfortunate.
I didn't even
I've blocked it out.
I didn't get into the final season. I watched all 7 seasons in like 4 weeks.
Yo, it's good.
Up to the 8th season.
You should have stopped at season. Like, I don't even know what season, but it's probably best that you didn't watch 8.
I finished it all. I finished it.
Oh, you did watch it?
I finished it in. I caught up to season 8 to watch it on time.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, so I watched 7 seasons in like 2 weeks.
Damn. And then you got hit with season 8. I
didn't know it was bad. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't have the same connection with y'all. Y'all been there since early. Okay. I just got here. This pussy's still good to me. Y'all tired of fucking her. This shit's amazing. It's bad. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and ride it out till it's over. Cause
that's nice that you have that experience of it.
Like, yeah, I'm mad because I've been married for 7 years. I'm like, I just got here. This shit's still tight to me. I don't know.
I came in around like year 3 or 4 or something. I was a little bit late to the game, but still kind of watching them as they go through. And damn, but the Night King, World War II. Where were we at?
I was just saying how close World War II was. He almost won. Like he was Thanos. Like Hitler was Thanos. So I'm always out whenever I see like on American History Channel or like Science Channel or any like channel like a World War II thing on TV because TV is so trash. I'd be like, damn. I just watch it and be like so fascinated. Like how like I am enamored with human nature. Sorry. Did I give it away? The thick white books.
What are you most enamored about it? Like what's most intriguing?
I want to be able to identify it. So when
again?
I want to be able to identify it when I come in contact with it in real life.
Can you say more about that?
So if I come across somebody that might be a disingenuous person or they have motivations I maybe can't see. I want to be able to identify that and say, oh, I know what kind of person you are because you're motivated by this because of this. I want to be able to encounter a person and be able to have an educated guess in your character.
Okay, we just met. Tonight is our first meeting. So tell me what you know about my human nature.
You one of them good whites. You like my boys Cecil and Stu. I can have a very in-depth, enriching conversation of value with you. You listen to understand, not to reply. And that's the biggest thing with everybody. You know, some people listen to reply to what you're saying instead of listening to understand where you're coming from. So just on the way I talk to people back and forth, and I mean, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm sort of moody, and I have my swings where I give a fuck when I don't. My favorite thing not to fucking give a fuck. Like I like to hashtag MMB, minding my business, and I have no problem not caring. Oh, you want to fuck with me? Cool. Like I love firing motherfuckers. I keep a backpack at the door because I'm always ready to get the fuck on and go next. But I realize that's not a good way to enter a relationship ready to leave. Because
how long did it take you to figure that one out?
Girl, bitch, I learned this last year. That was episode 25.
You're not ready to learn the lessons until you're ready to learn the lessons, you know? It's just...
The master will arrive when the student's ready.
Exactly. So how do you feel instead of that? Would you want to approach a relationship?
Not thinking about being okay leaving. I have to attune my energy before she arrives to find reasons to make her stay, for her to want to stay. Not make her stay, but give her a reason to stay because I don't plan on leaving.
But
if I don't plan on leaving, she's going to receive the energy that I'm here to stay. You can feel when a motherfucker ready to go or a motherfucker's not willing to fight for you to stay. Not outrageously, but like at least say, bitch, let's talk about this shit. I'm sorry. So you're like, all right, bitch, bye.
So what does it have to take in order for you to feel like secure and maybe that would be a word in your mouth, but like ready to stay, like what to like stable, gonna stay, backpack isn't even like, what does it take for you in order to approach a relationship like that?
How the fuck this turned into about me on therapy session? This is not the show's about.
You asked me. I tried to say no. It's real talk.
You know, I turned away good friends for you. These are my good friends too. They were my trash friends. I wouldn't give a fuck about them not come. These are my good, responsible adult friends. I told you.
Take that.
No, I want you to know how
you regretting your decision.
No, I'm not. I want you to know I turned away my good friends for this.
I listen. I want to, with those boundaries. Going back, one of my boundaries that I don't want to interact with. I want to interact with as many people while the pandemic is happening. So that could go one of two ways.
So when does the pandemic end?
I don't know, Marcus. I don't know, but I'm freaked the fuck out with the. Anyway, not freaked the fuck out. I'm not scared, but like. The boundary was.
You know what I can't afford to be no more?
What?
I'm scared.
I know, and I'm not afraid.
What a white luxury to be scared and fearful.
I want to.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you. I'll cut you off, and that was a very bad trait. No, I read this book that explained like masculine coach speaking styles where men talk over each other. Men always want to get but when women will recede the floor to let the more vocally aggressive person talk. And then I read it, I was like, damn. So then I think called Influence. Influence I read through my PR class back in college. I said, I have that book. I said, read it recently. It's like men cut each other off, and it's a masculine way of speaking to where they feel their thought is so important, they don't want to lose it. They will stop somebody else talking to where women don't do that. Women will, I'm like, I got and I catch myself and I want to do it. That's probably one of the most masculine things I do. Is like, no, I know what you're saying. I want to, because in my mind, I want to help you finish your thought. Not really cut you off.
Let me cut you off and be masculine as shit.
Take this shit. Ooh, take it. I don't want it no more.
We've talked about this too, of like that, masculine and feminine to me are energies. And so like you just kind of talk like asking questions is for me more masculine. And
you want to finish this?
No, I'm set. Thank you though. That's you. But I respect you even acknowledging that. I don't know what I was trying to say, but
I don't know either. But I always try to. I always feel bad. Like I cut like Cecil off. Like I always cut people off to help them finish their thought.
Oh yeah, that's like active listening. And wanting to and connect and relate. And then I experience that too.
Because with reading so much, I have a little bit more
excited.
More language to like Keith was like, we was talking about thick girls and skinny girls and which can take more dick. And he was like,
what did you come up with? As a thick girl. I'm curious.
He said skinny girls can take more usually, or don't react as much or don't like run from it as thick girls. And the word he was looking for was thick don't always mean deep. And thin always don't mean shallow. Based on his experiences. So he was trying to find a word to say. I was like, no, you mean say all thick girls ain't thick always mean deep. I was like, yeah. So like I was like, ooh, example of what I be trying to do. Like he was looking for that word to say, oh yeah, it's because for me, thin girls be taking it. Them thick girls be running from it. I was like, yeah, thick don't always mean deep. I said, yeah, I mean, I was like, I went this whole like crazy ass drunk diatribe talking about. I said maybe because they thick, all that thickness pushes on the vaginal canal and pushes it smaller. When you thin, you got all of it like a Pringles can. I was like, I was drunk. I don't know.
I
It
don't
sounded
think that's
good.
how it goes.
I don't think it does either. But
Yeah.
at that moment, I thought I was on to something. But I was like, that's stupid.
And then your masculine ass self trying to interrupt people with us. I got it.
I got it.
Listen,
Give me the ball.
listen.
Give me the ball. I got it. I can take him. Give me the ball, ref. Give me the ball, coach. Let me shoot. Let me shoot.
I think it's time to take a breather, man. Get some water.
Right. Sub out. What the fuck are you talking about? What was that? I was feeling it, coach. Yeah, I'm gonna feel you on that fucking bench. Send your ass down. I've also fallen in love with Miles Davis Coltrane.
Okay.
Jazz is it's amazing.
I know that there's a lot of history around jazz, and I am not as familiar with it. I know some, but
like jazz
like
hits me like that
soul.
that 000 song hits you.
Yeah.
Because with jazz, the lack of words makes you
Have to feel it.
come to terms with the music. Mm-hmm. And then I watched 2 documentaries one on Miles Davis and one on.
I just want to pause. Let me just interrupt you real quick. I really like that sentence of "come to terms with the music." I like the way you said that. I love music. I think it like expresses it's a whole fucking thing in and of itself. But that's really there's a lot going on in music, and that's I think artists are some of the most musical artists. I think are just so incredible in general, and the ability to create that is just. And it just like it literally it touches you feel it, like you can't even put words to it. It's just like so tell me more about jazz.
So I was trying to find my favorite song from them. It's called So What, and this is like a song with Coltrane, and it just comes back to like the master will find you when the student's ready. And so I always I had an interest in jazz. I just didn't know where to go. And like my boy that I told you that I lost the best dress contest to, he was always talking about how he enjoys Miles Davis, blah blah blah. I was like, oh okay. I wasn't ready. I wasn't to the point where I was looking for something to give me more fulfillment in my growth. The music I was enjoying, I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't terrorizing enough vaginas to even have a connection with those music. I need something more.
Terrorizing those vaginas.
I just said this to piss you off. I just wanted to troll you.
What?
That was a whole troll. I apologize. That was beneath
the
me.
Vagina.
That was beneath me. That was a whole troll too.
I'm listening.
So I don't know where I was at. I found Luke, my guy from high school. I lost the fucking contest to. Big L. He's a Miles Davis person, but I was just home bullshitting. Probably I think it was maybe early, right before we got to the quarantine. And I was like, oh, Miles Davis on Netflix. Let me just take a flyer on there. Fuck it. Watch the documentary. I said, this shit's amazing. Like his story as a person, and how every time he stood back up was when a woman helped him up. I said, God damn, we don't deserve these women. This motherfucker a heroin addict. This motherfucker is a horrible person.
You do,
but he falls down.
Women.
He didn't deserve them women. Them women saved his soul 1,000 times. And I said, God damn, each time he'll fall down.
I love women so much.
I do too. Man, I do. I do.
Need him.
Whenever I turn that corner, it's lights out. So the documentary on Miles Davis, amazing. So as soon as I love technology now. Like if you feel the music you can find it. So I went on everything Miles Davis. Just fucking add to my playlist, to my library. Then he played with another not sax, but I think a horn player named Coltrane, jazz legend. Heard it in references, but I didn't know who and what it was because I didn't have no one to teach you music. Like that kind of stuff is generational. Like your father, uncle passes that taste for things down. So you hear Jay-Z, Method Man, any other hip hop greats, they'll have a story of their mom playing a certain level of music that inspired them. They had a reference to. My mom was like, I gotta go work, motherfucker. We ain't got time for all this music shit. I have no uncles. I was raised by all my aunts, grandmas, and my mom, so I was a feminine influence. That's why I listen so well and talk not as much. Or when I get gassed up.
Miles Davis.
So that is damn. That's my Miles Davis story. But that's why. So what also helped that me embrace his music was understanding how to interpret his story. You know, so having references to the Harlem Renaissance and the other poets and actors and musicians, like understanding the power of heroin, not from doing it, but having that access to this high, how that freedom of the drug or stimulant allows for creativity in ways you just couldn't reach because you're not giving a fuck. Not giving a fuck energy. Great things happen. So you want to have that moment. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't afraid to have younger musicians rock out on his own shit. Like he wasn't afraid to have that Coltrane run the offense. He would just be that great. Like, you know, that's how he kept evolving and being relevant way into the 80s, into the 90s, to when he passed away. Like that meant something. He wasn't like, okay, cool, I'll do some new shit. And Coltrane did the same shit, just like watching Miles Davis and watching Coltrane, like, this shit is amazing. And it has a place. Like I remember my grandma, I would be like, there's a time and place for everything. I didn't understand that shit at 11. But I understood that shit at 28. I said, oh yeah. It's a time to be a dick. It's a time to be this, time to be that. Like, it's a time for everything. It's time to say, you know what, I'm going to tear this motherfucker up. Time to say, you know what, I'm going to be a little more diplomatic today. I just understood it. Like, I didn't get it at 11, but I got there. I was like, oh. And then sometimes you fall and hope that God finds you the person to lift you up. And it's also going to be a woman that you don't deserve. She should walk over your motherfucking ass because you ain't done shit to deserve her grace. But she gave you grace and you showed your ass.
I will never agree with you that you don't deserve.
I know, so I keep trolling you.
So I can agree with you to a point, but I mean, I think if we were talking, I don't know.
Why am I playing jazz? This is fucking jazz bistro.
We were talking about how I don't believe God has a gender. Whatever God is, whatever that word means, whatever we're talking about, doesn't have a gender.
Read a book on that too.
We transcend these bodies. There's no gender, whatever. If God did have a gender, though, the creator of life, yeah, pull your in every species, right? The feminine is the one that creates the life. So how would we have a male creator?
Don't make sense.
Is there something I'm missing some chapters here? I don't really know how that doesn't make sense to me. So
show your work. Show your work. Show your work. How'd you come up with this? Show your work.
Yeah,
is your answer? Show your work.
I'm not
show me your work.
Buying it. So
we don't buy it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Catholic Church. Try again.
I'm not sorry to the Catholic Church.
Catholic Church is trash. Fuck trash.
Listen, I think that it's like, how do you interpret something that is infinite?
Like this.
And not understandable. Don't have it. I think religion really does a great way.
Disservice.
It does a great way of oppressing your beliefs and and this idea that it just perpetuates shame and guilt. And that's something I grew up in a Christian church, but it was Protestant, and so I didn't experience that. You know, church was a place where I went and I felt more joy afterwards, and I still feel more joy afterwards and during, and that to me is feeling closer to whatever I'm meant to feel, whatever God wants me to feel, whatever the fuck God is. And I'm in conversation with people brought up Catholic or brought up in these like very fear-based and shame-based and guilt-based religions. It's like that is a very deep part of their understanding of self, and it's like, damn.
They be like, I'm Catholic. I'm like, oh, wrong.
I
out of time.
Yeah, that's all we have for today.
Yeah, man. Like, I enjoy anything. I bought so many books today on Amazon. I was like, oh, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. Like, I'm really going OD with these fucking my books. I want when I get my new place, I want to bring over somebody. Oh, I don't want you to see my Jordans. I want you to see my phone posits. I want you to see this library though. Yeah, you want to read books together, girl?
You're on that wave.
Sage. That guy dipped in Gucci, but I want you to read books with me.
That's the dream. See, there you go. Write it down. That's what you want. You got it.
That's some bullshit. I'm not writing it down. I'm not writing it down.
Cut it out of little magazines.
That is some fuckery. That is fuckery. I would not be a part of no fuckery. Nope. I rebuke you, Satan. My God, so that's my Miles Davis Coltrane. Okay. Drake. I mean, you need to go down Drake. Drake is like, whatever you start fucking at is the music you're always gonna love. He ain't let me down yet.
Okay.
When I first got in that box, when she first led me into that secret garden,
it was to the Drake soundtrack.
I was like, what the fuck is this? And
that therefore became the soundtrack of your life?
Maybe after it, when I understood it. I want to say I started before. I was 21, so that'd be 2000 and
something.
Somewhere.
What is even time anymore? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you were 21, so however many years back ago.
Found her on MySpace. She traveled. I traveled with her. It was great.
She in Manchester?
No, she was in Illinois, but I turned her gay twice.
Oh wow, you crossed the river.
If I will travel. When I got that car keys, I was on the way. I was a keyboard gangster. I was killing internets. I was on them. I was early on POF, all that shit. I was killing it. I had black guy in college line. Yep, on the way. I was killing that black guy in college. Oh, you go to school? Yeah, I'm trying to get my little bachelor's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got no kids. I was killing him with that. Oh, I was killing it. Oh, I was a single mom's dream back then, boy. I was in there. Could miss. King of the white girls back then. Sorry.
Not so much anymore.
These damn books, man. It'd be a downfall, bro. It's like, when you know better, you do better. This is really hard to it's really hard to not be like, you deserve more. I just want to hug you. I know I could. I talk myself out of shit all the time. I do be doing too much the other way. It's delivered. I find a way to make us say, you know what? I ain't gonna call my dad. Thank you. I'm like, I just fucked it up. Huh? I might have saved her soul, but I definitely fucked myself over. All right, Pornhub Premium it is. Shit. Hello. Welcome back, dumbass. You had it right where you wanted it. Yeah, so Drake never lets me down. We
all have the people and artists and music that we rely on.
Yeah, I'm a Jay-Z guy all day.
They're there for us.
Like, I have aspirations to be a Jay-Z, like, outside of music. Like, I want to build my own Rockefeller up. Just make it the podcast game.
He's a smart man. He's very...
For sure.
Businessman. I appreciate that a lot about him.
But even Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. I was like, oh, he's human.
Yeah, what happened in the elevator?
I want to know who
What's
she is.
Solange got to say?
Becky even got Jay-Z. These white girls are... They got Jay-Z. Beyonce's husband cheated on her with a white woman. What more do we need to say? I don't have a chance. Yeah. If Jay-Z could not cheat on Beyonce, I just have a good way to make an album. I had to do a whole podcast like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let Katie get me one last time.
She didn't deserve that. Beyonce didn't deserve that.
Like, I'm sorry. Black Jennifer. I love you, and I didn't mean to do that to you. She got me. Sorry. She spelled Sarah SRA, not SR the other way. I thought. Sorry. 2004. Turning Ruben studded out here. Okay. We're gonna just do some quick things and put a bow on this baby.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but
so I'm gonna do what are the four pillars?
At this point.
What's it? You locked in now. You want some of this chocolate?
I knew I was like
some of this chocolate.
What's on deck now?
You want to swallow this chocolate, girl?
Are you done? Are you through? Are you through?
I turned away my good breeze for you.
You're not through. Not
yet. Hold on.
Let's go. Yeah, take a couple breaths. You got it.
What are the four pillars of a successful relationships?
Fuck, I don't know. Okay, I'll go with myself because that's really literally the only successful relationship that I've had so far.
What are those four pillars?
Respect, trust, communication, and intimacy.
I'm not going to tell you mine.
Maybe understanding.
I'm not going to tell you mine.
Just by that, I could tell that you want to tell me yours.
Black Lives Matter. Let's just throw it out there randomly in life.
Black Lives Matter.
I'm gonna go on the radio, Black Lives Matter.
It's like what? Like I don't even understand why that's even confusing.
Yeah.
Or a political statement.
What do you mean?
Or why we come back with all lives matter it's like Black lives is a fucking subset of all, and so if Black lives don't matter, all lives can't matter. So can you just sit the fuck down, Karen? Like, Jesus
The thing that always
Christ.
irks me is like the lean into the Blue Lives Matter. I was like,
it's that inferiority complex.
I can't quit being black. You can quit being blue. That's the end of it. I'm like, see the merchandising and the marketing of like leaning into that one. Like there was none of that shit till that happened. But that happening is why that's happening. I'm like, I can't buy this. I can't buy this Club Fitness. No. I'm like, I go in there when I knock the fucking table over, like,
what happened to Club Fitness? What beef you got with Club Fitness? Like, I'm like, this is the pages.
They sell like the Blue Lives Matter merchandise into their shirts and stuff. They have like they'll have shirts.
I didn't know that.
They have shirts that I've seen on tables that has like the Blue Lives Matter or like what's the other, like not GNC but like
what Club Fitness are these all of them?
All of them. It's not always up there at the front desk, but like the one I go to on Hampton Chippewa and the one on Delmore, I've seen like that be like, oh, we're supporting the la buy this and we'll support,
That's good to know because I literally just joined Club Fitness like a couple months ago. Well, before
don't let me lie because I still go to Club Fitness, so I don't know what
I love those fucking massage chairs, those little hydro shit.
Hell yeah, but not the motherfuckers in the premium membership. I was like, bitch.
I was like, I want the lowest level that has the massage chairs. Whatever that is, I want that membership.
Sons of bitches.
They got me though because I came there for like whatever the deal was. And
they got me because it's 24 hours, so I can always go in like work out whatever my schedule is. Like
here we are, we're talking shit on Club Fitness, and then we're fucking plugging it.
Like, yeah, like it's
24 hours. It's got great
sponsorship, motherfucker.
Black Lives Matter.
Right. Let me see that T-shirt. That shit. I'm about 1,000 of those.
Walk in there. I can see this. You want to add this to your merchandise table?
I'll just stand behind you because I get emotional and it just gets really uncomfortable.
Honestly, like that's really real. Like in these protests or rebellions or whatever you want to call it, like in these actions, why people have to understand that ingrained in their skin is this is privilege, obviously, but within that is protection from police. Mm-hmm. That Black and brown bodies are more vulnerable to police, and so first of all, that we're requiring Black and brown bodies to be the ones that are the activists for Black Lives Matter is absurd. But I love seeing these like barriers on the front lines of
I
just
love
white
those.
people
Yes, yes,
because
white bodies, get out here in front.
I saw today this cop, white cop, on this was on the news of one of the rebellions happening. A white cop getting violent with a black person at a protest or at one of these gatherings, and pulled him down to the ground and was being incredibly, as cops go with black people, like it was playing out. And this white person fucking got like like as if he was pulling off his buddy who was drunk at a bar, who started a fight, grabbed this cop and pushed him away. And you can see him like he did one of those like cool off things, and you see this cop like go take a walk.
My bad, bro. My bad, Brad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm sorry, bro.
It's just incredible. It's just incredible, and that is just unchecked. And so that's where I think
they see themselves, like they see they know someone like that in their immediate lives. So like, you're not going to punch your cousin in the face. You're not going to punch your uncle. It's like, oh, I know I have an asshole cousin like him.
It's this disconnection of humanity of like, and that's where I think white people really have to understand how to like use their bodies as protection. And like, I don't know how we got on the shit, but
I love to use a white body for protection. Because you know why? Back to this show. Sorry, guys, got creepy. Anyway, my 4 pillars of success are drum roll, please. Oh, I'm having a drum roll. Communication, trust, sex, flexibility.
Okay, and named like basically. You were like, you don't want to hear my shit. It's like, that's basically
what
I said.
Too much of the same shit. It's about some shit. Damn it.
What do you mean by flexibility?
In thought. Like, you got to be flexible in your thought. So you got to be willing to, if you're presented with new information about something that you maybe have grown attachment to, be willing to say, okay, well, I'm going to let go of what I thought was a fact to adjust to the new fact.
That I hear that as like, my take on that is openness, like open to new ideas. And I think that for me goes under respect. I'm going to respect and listen to you and work to understand. And it also falls into communication of like that we're, like you said, like we're speaking for understanding. We're speaking to get to know each other. And like naturally, in order to maintain respect and in order to maintain communication, I have to be flexible. How else can I not?
Yeah.
So,
but everybody, people can do sex and not have any other 3 and get married. People cannot have none of those. People can have one of those 4 and get married and wonder why they get divorced.
Divorce. I don't know how I feel about marriage, but marriage to me, like the legal bond of marriage, is very scary for me because it's a very, talk about money being energy. Like that's a very big investment.
It's a bad business model.
And the math on that, the probability of failure, like I'm not taking that bet. That 1 out of 2, that's a mathematically standard. That's a high probability, and that's not the bet that I'm taking. And then the divorce.
The hurdle to get married should be as high as the hurdle to get divorced.
Yeah. I mean, divorce, like
divorce is such an industry
money,
in itself.
Energy, emotion. Jesus, the only divorces that I have heard have gone well are the ones that one of the partners is just like, I don't care, like you do whatever, like
have it all.
If there have to be negotiations, it's just.
I almost want you to try this one, but you probably won't even notice at this point. Shit, you have so much to say. You won't even notice what that shit tastes like. Ooh, shit.
How you feeling?
Girl, let me tell you the secret. This is a good book too. The Secret is a very great book.
It's great. You saying the caucasity me. The Secret's one of the widest books I've ever heard.
and I watched the documentary.
And The Alchemist. Like, you want some white shit? You listen to Abraham Hicks too?
The whites have the best information, guys.
Well,
they got some good shit.
I think that it's like, both are true where, The Secret is all about manifestation and law of attraction and all that, and that is
That's like this book.
that's energy is like when it is not a spiritual thing to say energy is real. Like that is very scientific. That is very yep. I think for me the piece is that like the inequities in the physical realm. Energetic realm, everyone has in the energetic realm, every single person has the same amount of money, every single person has the same amount of power, every single person has the same access to that infinite source, whatever it is. That is true, and at the same time in the physical reality, in the physical realm, there's immense inequities, there's immense, not at all do people have the same amount of money. So it's like this, how do we empower people with the knowledge of these books that you are infinite in and of yourself and navigate the realities of today's world?
Takes courage. It's easy to find. It's easy to find a bubble or a lane that will allow you to get comfortable and ignore
and not
things.
Challenge anything. Yep.
Exactly. It takes courage to know that you're comfortable and find your next uncomfortable. It does.
And that's, I think, every day. Every day you got to get uncomfortable.
It does. It takes courage to be vulnerable. That's another thing I learned on this podcast from doing this Cognac is the value of vulnerability and was it wanting? That wasn't it, was it? What was that one? I don't know.
Desires. Let me go back to that page. Let's see if I can find it again. I'm sure I can.
You're not, because there's no way it's going to open up in the same way.
Well, I'm not. I do trust that I can find it. So you trust. There you go.
As a young adult, that's all I'm saying. So here go two. As a young adult, what was your perspective and approach to dating and sex? One question. So everything before 26, when you fell in love with yourself, and what would you tell your younger self now?
Can you? So let me just make sure. What would I say again?
What would you take? What was your perspective on sex and love?
What was my perspective
on sex and dating as a young adult? And what would you tell your younger self now?
What I would tell my younger self now, is that there's no problem with you, and that you deserve everything you want. And
well, you stretch this out. I'm gonna use the restroom, and then I'll be back. So I'm going right across the hall. So you stretch this out, make this very long and thoughtful and enjoyable. So now it's your show, because this is how I run this.
Okay, well, I gotta pee too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pee first because it'll be quicker. Then you can go pee after me,
okay,
and I'll go to ramble where you go.
Go ahead.
And
you want me to answer this question right now?
Yeah.
So what would I tell my younger self, and what was my dating?
As a young adult, what was your perspective and approach to dating and sex?
Okay, so my approach to dating and sex was, as a young adult, which is not now, was basically like take whatever you can get, which is I do not recommend, as that's the take whatever you can get. See, I should just wait because no, because it's making me have to pee more and I can't concentrate. I know, you're like, hold on, what? Oh my god, stop. I had to pee more than I thought I had to. Okay. Man, I'm gonna have to think about that. I keep forgetting the questions. The dating I got. Oh my god, I gotta pee.
I give thought-provoking questions. Why people don't put shoes on their feet? Why people do that? Oh my, I'm gonna white people red. Why do white people don't put shoes on? Like, I'm trying to bring Birkenstocks back, but white people would just walk through fucking hot coal. I'm like, white people. My mama told me I'm off these white girls, man. I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to close all my accounts. I don't know. I don't know what my date going forward because I can't figure out with black women either. But Lord have mercy. I don't know how I made it this far, but I am happy you all are here with me. I want you to know that if no one appreciates you, I definitely do. And I want to thank you for being on Cognac Corner. This is running deep into the evening, wee hours of the morning. Becca is doing a great job at being a phenomenal guest, even through the rejections I had to deliver to some very, very established and valuable friends of mine. You just gotta make decisions in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you all to be safe. I want you all to be strong and making good decisions with your health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health. If you ever need to get in contact with me, inboston314gmail.com, cleancorner.com. What's that? Why are you mad at our growth? Okay, this white I gotta figure this white girl thing out. I've met and have been able to connect with some of the most wokest white women I've ever met in the last like 5 months. It's amazing. The last one let me down, but we see what Becca does.
That's a lot of pressure.
I ain't told you your story yet. I ain't told you a story, but we gonna see. We gonna find out. Let me tell you, I have found the most wokest white women in 2020.
Who?
No, you detect it. You pretty woke.
Me? Before I think harder on that.
No,
that's scary to me.
No, woke and white is hard to find. Let me tell you,
that's really scary.
Woke and white is hard to find, but your energy you have to be adherent to woke and white. For a long time, woke and white was not what I was trying to deal with. As I've evolved, so has my energy to attract what I can tolerate. Not tolerate, but what I can give energy to. I've been able to reservoir and account for the value of my energy. So like during this whole, I want to say their name while I have it in front of me. I apologize. Rest in peace to George Floyd, Ahmand Arbery, and Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor, I think, let's say her name a couple more times because
Breonna Taylor, that is beyond nuts. That is
like.
To even her boyfriend to get charged.
I was just saying the same thing. I was like it's like the audacity.
If you don't see the problem in that on paper or in any form of communication, you don't. I know that's fine. Say less.
It's just like yeah. That's.
And I'm a gun guy. I'm shooting too. You just busting my house.
It's just like how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you come into somebody's fucking home, murder their fucking girlfriend, and then on top of that, real quick, able to charge them, but we're still waiting days for the accomplice. Like, fuck you.
That's like the white girl that killed the black guy in her same apartment building.
Breonna Taylor.
Mm-hmm. And
Black Lives Matter.
And she was doing the work. She was an essential worker. She was on the front line as an EMT.
This is what I'm saying. It's like everybody hurts because we are losing valuable fucking people. We're stuck with mediocre TV because the only people that they want to put on it are white people. The only black people that we see are like somehow they made it through the screenings and are like beyond black excellence. And it's like
the only black show I can watch that's like recent is like Wildin' Out. Everything, there's nothing on TV for black people. There's nothing on TV. Unless you like history, you can deal with white archaeologists. There's really nothing on TV that's positive for black people. Not even on BET. Not saying like Tyler Perry shows always not positive, but like I like some variety in my entertainment, and none of this like even the Tyler Perry shows is on like like the West Wing, and I'm not. It's cool to see black people dramatized in like traditional white roles, but I don't want to see what was the white woman that was fucking the white president? What show was that? Was that Get Away with Murder or some shit? I'm not watching
Scandal?
Scandal. I'm not watching this shit. I'm not. I don't. I can't watch black women fucking white guys. I can't. I'm good. Just don't feel very. I just think slavery. I hear slavery.
Yeah.
Want to see a black guy pound out a white woman for reparations? Kidding, guys. It's 2 a.m. I'm sorry, I'm losing it. I am unraveling as you speak.
I mean,
it's some of that shit. I'd be like, whoa, bro. Hey, this is. I'm feeling slither.
Yeah.
Feeling slither. It's like, okay, I can't watch this. This is too much. I can't. This is. It's hard to watch shit when you know better. It's like, shit, that line, okay, I can't. This is too much. I got a whole secret Twitter full of stress. I'm like, I can't be. Yeah, I really doing a lot on this Twitter account. I'm like, oh, I can't be. Oh God, no, this is too much. This is no, sir. This I clutching my pearls. Oh.
You talking about 45?
I'm like, I shouldn't be here. I'm going back to regular Twitter. I'm leaving porn Twitter. I'm going back on to regular Twitter. I shouldn't be on porn Twitter right now. There's a lot going on over here.
Porn Twitter?
Porn Twitter is lit.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Girl, porn Twitter is lit.
Enlighten me. What's porn Twitter?
I mean, porn Twitter is like where all the porn stars have their own Twitter accounts. A lot of amateur, people on there. So like, you stay there long enough, you'll find more what you like.
Okay.
And you just, regular Twitter, show Twitter. Oh, what's on porn Twitter? Oh, okay, there's a dick on the forehead. All right. Okay. God damn, she thick as fuck, but I should not be on her page. God damn. I said, oh, God. I said, oh, okay, she likes it. Oh, you got a tattoo. Oh, wow, tattoo. Wow, that's a lot of dick. I'm gonna go back on regular Twitter. I should have been on this. I was like walking down the wrong. Ooh, it's the wrong street. Oh shit, I'm on Elm Street. This is not where I want to be. Not right now. It's too early. It's 3 a.m. It's noon. Somebody's at brunch. Somebody's at church right now. I should not be on this Twitter block. It's all funny. All right, I'm gonna give you some more couple questions. Get you out of here. Let's get us out of here. What is the qualities in a mate that's realistic? Like, what is the qualities in a mate? And I left it as a mate because confine you
that are
to genders.
Realistic. What do you mean by that?
Like, what are qualities that you feel a person should have? Some qualities, like, it's not always a given. Like somebody would say, I want a man, they got a big old dick. Like, that's not always going to be the quality. It's not a quality, it's a feature.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I'm thinking back to the 4 pillars. Like, you got to be respectful. You have to be willing to respect me. Trust, you got to be honest. And that requires vulnerability. It's very vulnerable to be honest and speak your truth. Connected. I want someone who is connected with themselves and connected with their own bodies and connected with their own desires and their own needs, their own power, God, or whatever you call that. I don't care, but have a
connection to something bigger than yourself.
Yes, have that own relationship that is outside of me and comes first. And
I always say, I don't want you to need me. I want you to want me. Because I can't be your need. I'm gonna fail you every time.
You're my other half. It's like, stop. Nuts. Please stop saying that, because I am whole and you are whole, and together, it's like that. Like, stop looking outside of people. Outside of yourself for things that you want, because you can fulfill, like
your mate shouldn't be your fire. He should be the gas to your fire. Like, I don't want you to.
Yes.
I don't want you to save me or fix me. I want you just to
amp me up, support me.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's all I need.
But like,
support.
I'm doing my own thing, and I'm gonna
be
support
a gas to
you
my fire.
Yes.
I don't need you to be my fire. That's unfair to you and me.
Exactly, and it's not. Nobody's gonna win in that. So yeah, I think trying to think. I like to have sex, so wanting to do that with me would also be a requirement, I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna share too much one more time. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I think those are my qualities. What's the next question?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what work you need to do? Nah, I don't like that. That's not a question. That's not a good question for you.
What?
What's your next level of ambitions? Like, what's your next plateau to where you can start at one again and work your way up? Like, what's your next level of ambitions?
That's a great question. Let me think about that for a second. I am very spiritual in the way that I believe about how every single person is unconditionally loved. I think that's what religions are trying to explain, that in any condition you are loved. That's a very strong statement to say something's unconditional without condition. And I preach that message. I share that message. I want to tell the world that message, like kind of similar to Breonna Taylor, that book. She said something about like evangelizing radical self-love is my highest calling, and I feel very true to that. Of like, I think self-worth and self-love and
If I don't love myself, I can't tell you how to love me.
Exactly.
It's like having sex. Like I know how I fucked her. I don't know how to fuck you. We gotta figure out. Well, you gotta figure out what your thing is. Because I know what she was into, and I was prepared to deal with it. What my standard?
You're just trying to talk about sex at this point, aren't you?
Well, this is the relation. This is about sex love relationship. So like, when I'm under influence, I would get real frisky. When they catch me in the morning, I'm like, "Who said what? I would never."
Well, I think
I would.
I think it kind of goes back to the conversation of like looking outside of yourself to fulfill something. You know, like look for validation or for worth or for tell me I'm beautiful and tell me that I'm good in bed and tell me whatever you want to hear. It's like tell yourself that, you know, like fulfill yourself with that and move from there, and it frees everyone else. It frees everyone else from your own happiness. You don't have to fucking do that anymore. And so it's like so going back to your question, it's like I want to find bigger platforms to say that, to remind people that in and of yourself you are just love. Like you are an expression of love in and of yourself, and there's nothing that you have to be or do or have to earn that.
You gotta be your biggest fan.
Exactly.
What I've learned from my mother, which I have embodied, is that I'm okay. I love me enough to where I don't need you to believe in me. I'm good.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
like I'm good. I know where I need to do better. I know I can always go out and have joy because I know
You can find it in
I'm good.
yourself. Yeah.
I love my own company.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
I ain't been around nobody. That's cool. I got so much shit to do.
You can have so much fun with yourself.
Yeah.
You can find so much pleasure within yourself.
I bought a fake pussy on accident. I had so much fun with me.
On accident. Yeah,
on accident.
On accident.
It was. I didn't mean.
On accident.
I was supporting a friend small business.
Okay. I support you supporting that. No, I think people are really afraid to be, I think some people are really afraid to be alone. I think that, you know, being with yourself can be really scary if you don't like yourself. And so to answer your question, I want to encourage people to be more courageous in that. I want to hold space for that. I want to create opportunities for people to love themselves and to value themselves and to release all of these fucking bullshit beliefs that this like white supremacy is the antithesis of that. You know, this like that there is a better way to be in the body, that there, you know, it's just like, and so those, just releasing those conditions and beliefs that we have digested. That's my next plateau, I guess. Literally. What you got to say? I can see the.
Oh, I had thoughts. Oh, I had a whole bunch of thoughts, girl. I don't even want to tell you what them thoughts were. Nothing was inappropriate or timely, so I kept it to myself. Dating rules and advice for the 30 plus.
My last relationship was in 2013.
That was my great whore years. That's some great years there.
So I'm just gonna preface this quote unquote advice. What's the question?
Dating rules and advice for the 30 and up.
I mean, love your fucking self and don't tolerate anything less than that. I think is but this whole conversation is this, that like apply that that answer to now.
What she said, my bitch. What I said last time. What I said now. Next question. Give me one dating joy story, a good date, and give me one bad date.
A good date. I was dating someone and it was our 2-month anniversary. 2 months. This is how baby. Yep.
Oh, nigga, slow down, nigga.
2 months. And they surprised me. It was just very clear that it was very thoughtful and very, took me out to a fancy dinner and.
What was the age and ethnicity?
Very young, very white.
So which one you had? You had more white penis or black penis? Which ones? It's getting that time now, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them fly.
I don't.
You don't count? I don't count.
I
all
mean,
dicks matter.
Non-white.
Non-mayonnaise.
Honestly, in my experience,
barbecue and mayonnaise. Which one is
white guys don't appreciate the
shit.
BBW.
They don't appreciate shit.
Well, that's big facts.
Why we have to say we don't get detailed.
That's big facts.
They don't appreciate shit.
That's big facts. Particularly, they don't know how to handle and they don't appreciate the curves at all.
White men don't appreciate shit. I said it. You know where to find me. You can find me in St. Louis.
What other questions you got? Yeah, wrap us up. It's 2:30. I gotta go home.
I know. I'm sorry. I know you a good Christian. I apologize. I get you out late.
I wouldn't
so dating. That was a good. Give me a one. Okay. Give me one good date story. That was okay. That was a good one. Some motherfucker. What was the white guy from 2 months and bought you some pancakes?
It wasn't great. I mean, it was. I think what I took away from that was I felt very valued and I felt very respected and seen. So that was a good. The bad. I already explained. Like all of my relationships were riddled
because you was toxic, so everything came out of it was toxic.
So it's like all of them.
All you niggas was trash. So she just said, "Don't worry about it. I got you, girl." Show shouty. All right, goddamn connoisseurs of Cognac Corner. It is closing time, and I'm gonna tell you. I want to give a round of applause to Becca for coming to Cognac Corner under all these kind of fucking like everything. Like she met a stranger that brought her to a basement. I took a break, threw away, told my good friends to go kill themselves.
Okay. I didn't pass that message on. That was not.
I tell the story all gonna be very spicy and saucy. Okay. I'm gonna season all that chicken.
What are you seasoning your chicken with?
She came down to show you that she's one of the good whites because she rides. He's also a Pisces. Don't trust him.
You feel too hard, man.
It's exhausting.
It is. Try being one.
Only reason Pisces I had worked out because it takes a lot to bother me. Like you got to do a lot for me to get bothered. So like I'm already prepared to handle a lot of your human bullshit. So I'm like, tell me more. Cause I know I'm listening to you, but I'm like, all right. And like in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay. But I know you're gonna feel better about it. And then we can move past it and figure out how to make sure that doesn't happen again. Or we just prepare for the next time it comes around. But like, if I was to personalize the bullshit that you feel is important, and then harbor it, and then bring it up later, now we have toxic. Now we have a problem. Me knowing what you are,
and embracing that you're good and you're bad because you're a human being. It's all right. Should we give you some bullshit? Let's go. Come on, baby. I know how to prepare myself for what you finna bring to this table. Okay, go ahead, girl. Make me feel better. I know that make. I know, girl. Yeah. Oh, you feel better? So, oh yeah, I do. All right then. And life goes forward.
That's your alternative to the backpack in the corner. Is that what you're saying?
That's me embracing.
That's the opposite of the backpack in the corner. Is the embracing?
Because the backpack be like, man, it's some bullshit.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Now I just fall in love with her bullshit.
Right.
And find a way to make it valuable to us. Mostly to me, because me and us is how we gonna work this out.
There you go.
Because I'm gonna say something that's so dickish. It's so bad. I probably shouldn't say it. But no one listens this deep into the podcast, so I'm gonna let it loose. Like, I'd be like,
I can tell that I don't want you to say this. I can tell I'm gonna be like, I'm out.
all right, yeah, good. I think, God, all right. I want to thank Becca for coming
the exhale. Got me the depth of that exhale. I was like, oh shit, okay. Let me, never mind. Don't say it. Shh. I never want to silence a black man, but maybe it's appropriate here.
And that's what turns me on so much. I love when my woman saved me from myself. That's the thing. That's the best relationships I've had. Even with my best friend Mike, who's pregnant and everything else. Like the women I attach myself to the longest are those that will save me from myself. Because I'm going to push it. I'm going to go. But I know why that is, because my mom would do that. She will catch me before I get started, because she knows me. So I can't expect you to catch me where you get started. But I need you to catch me when you recognize it, because I'm finna go. So that's the thing. I always kept whoever around. Oh yeah, I love her because she loves me and she catch me for my shit. Because I'm finna go. I'm going to go. I'm finna do too much. So please, when you see me finna do too much, just hey, thank you. Breath. That's it.
You're welcome.
Then I'm gonna try twice. So don't leave your take your eyes off me. I'm gonna go do some shit, but just keep me in your peripheral. Cause you know how I warm up. You see that Gucci scarf getting crazy. I'm finna go for no reason. But that is
bringing it back.
That's bringing it back. Sorry. Oh, this has been a night.
I should have got you.
I should have got you some.
All right.
We want to thank Becca for coming to Cognac Corner as a new connoisseur.
Thanks for talking with me.
Amen to that shit.
Well, just the lineup. Just hit him on shuffle. Just let's both be surprised by what comes next.
Check out cognaccorner.com. I'm there. I'm trying to get back into the and get y'all out what y'all need. Y'all deserve more of me. I'm gonna get y'all more of me. We want to thank Becca. I'm gonna give you one more applause. I didn't clap more than a motherfucking strip club on this one. I'm gonna clap it in here. The Magic City. I'm gonna close this out with our usual Bible scripture. Love could be the road to happiness, but most times it leads you right to the doorstep of love, because only happy people can be in love. I might have fucked it up, so I'm gonna say it one more time. Love can be the road to happiness, but most times happiness leads you to the doorstep of love, because only happy people can be in love. So love yourself, love each other, and love is all we got.